has been told to us that Emmerson Mnangagwa is paying for the blood of Blessed Geza, because understand that if they have gone to an extent of looking for a man who has not been properly charged by the Zimbabwe Republic Police internally, going to an extent of actually going through the channel of Interpol, then this is serious. You can see how desperate Emmerson Mnangagwa wants Blessed Geza. And the mind-boggling question is, taking into consideration that nationalism within ZANU-PF is heightening, will retired General Chiwenga allow Blessed Geza? We know, without doubt, that Blessed Geza is answering the interest of the faction of retired General Chiwenga. Will Chiwenga, in fact, has he approved the decision that is being carried out by the Zimbabwe Republic Police? Will he allow the capture of Blessed Geza if ever Emmerson Mnangagwa would be successful to do so? Remember, Blessed Geza has made it known that Mnangagwa is aware where he is, and at one point he made utterances that attempts to try to reach out to Blessed Geza have been made, but hitting the brick wall. Judging from what Blessed Geza has spoken about Emmerson Mnangagwa, you can tell that they are sworn enemies. And judging by the response that has been done by the government of Emmerson Mnangagwa, especially to the properties of Blessed Geza, remember, his house was burnt down by ZANU-PF, and that obviously cannot be isolated from the actions of Emmerson Mnangagwa. Obviously, he will deny this and claim there was criminality involved, but we know what happens in Zimbabwe. They will always play this dirty and actually appear innocently, particularly to the members of the public. So now we know this is actually an attack to the retired General Chiwenga. This decision taken by the Minister of Police and acting with the Commissioner of Police. By the way, this decision on its own, taken by Kazembe, as well as the current National Commissioner of the Zimbabwe Republic Police, is a direct attack to the retired General Chiwenga faction. Will the faction allow the key member of the faction to be actually arrested? That is the mind-boggling question that I am seized with in the moment. I strongly believe retired General Chiwenga would not allow that happening. Well, this is again crossing of the red lines by the Emmerson Mnangagwa faction. And as I have predicted, that this month of July, we will see more of these dramatic events as ZANU-PF succession dispute continues to escalate. This is the month where there will be a lot of intensification, and definitely we know that sometimes the retired General Chiwenga faction will pretend as if they are powerless, only to respond when it matters. Remember, Mnangagwa was thinking now he is part of the Central Committee member, brought through the back door. What did retired General Chiwenga do? He actually poured cold water into the appointment of Mnangagwa. Now the faction is going back to the drawing board, trying to really re-strategize, because they were embarrassed to the core. So now Interpol in the first entertain such cases? We have seen them actually acting on Nyoka Yemapunu. Will they do so also to Blessed Geza? That remains to be seen. If they've done to Nyoka Yemapunu, but Nyoka Yemapunu at the moment is still undergoing court processes in the Republic of South Africa. We are also following that particular case with keen interest. It's quite interesting what what is politically unfolding in Zimbabwe. In my view, this is an escalation of the rising temperatures that we have seen already going so high within the corridors of ZANU-PF, and it can point to one thing: it is closer for direct confrontation to be witnessed in Zimbabwe. Definitely, Blessed Geza's statements, as much as this time around he was not giving us details of what is happening, pointing us to how they intend to remove Emmerson Mnangagwa. This time around, he appears to be pointing us to specific actions that may happen. I mean, even the Mnangagwa faction these days, you are seeing the man is very confused, going to parliament, scheduling very, very primitive meetings. There may be a lot that is going in the head of that old man. So will Chiwenga allow this? I don't think so. Blessed Geza is playing a very, very pivotal role within the retired General Chiwenga faction. Allowing Blessed Geza to be captured, the faction would be dealt a blow, and it would be actually a serious setback if that is to be achieved. Because remember, I have likened Blessed Geza to be sort of like a command center of the retired General Chiwenga faction, or politically a spokesperson of the retired General Chiwenga faction. It is known when you see the Blessed Geza face appearing on YouTube, know that something very, very dramatic is due to happen within ZANU-PF. We saw him when he appeared. This time around, we saw what happened to Udawashe Takwire. I mean, he came and said, I'm sure you Zimbabweans, you are witnessing action. We haven't seen another action, but I can warrant you that every time the old man makes his time to address the people of Zimbabwe, there is always a political dramatic action. Now that they are instructing an international body to track him as well as to arrest him, will they be able to do so? And the question is Blessed Geza, by the way, in a foreign country? That is the question that I'm always asking myself. Is he indeed in a foreign country, or Blessed Geza is still just in Zimbabwe? We don't know about that, whether he is in a foreign country or he is still in Zimbabwe, because that has been kept secretly, and most probably the retired General Chiwenga faction did so, understanding very, very well that Emmerson Mnangagwa may actually easily look for Blessed Geza and eliminate him out of the picture. So they were actually really looking forward to such issues being actually the playing cards that Emmerson Mnangagwa faction may resort to, especially when desperate times such as this knocks their door. I can attest to you that Blessed Geza has caused irreparable harm, especially on the Emmerson Mnangagwa faction, and because of him, whatever they attempt to do, it is always failing. So it remains to be seen whether, if in my view, I can actually predict that I don't foresee retired General Chiwenga allowing his strongest ally on that matter, that is Blessed Geza, being captured. Remember, because number one, he's not known where he is. Even I don't know where he is. Maybe if someone knows, can you advise me where he is on the comment sections? Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember our black subscribe button, so that next time when we beam live, guess what? You become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button, and you can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send the stars, as well as becoming a member of this channel, respectively, being the heartbeat of this channel and keeping it up and running. Umhlabane is signing off. Please do remember also to subscribe on my other backup channel, that is Hloniphani Digital Music. There is a new album that is coming out very soon.